try not to try. This fire, it was here before you and I, and I've seen it all before. Through a crack in the wall, an umbilical cord. Well, I wrote a song for the ones that I remember. Memories lament all the lovers I have met. Well, I wrote a song for the ones that I forget. And take these dreams from me. Well, I don't need an easy way now. They're just dragging my body around. Well, I buried my brother, I buried my lover, I buried my head in my hands. And you said all of my burdens are too much to bear, and your fingers through my hair when I wanted you to stay with me. Well, you come from the forest, I bet, with hair as long as the sunset. Come from the forest, I bet, with a soul as good as a hunter's guess. When I was younger than you, well, I saw through these wicked ways. It's another bill that time will pay. Buried my brother, I buried my lover, I buried my head in my hands. And you said all of my burdens are too much to bear, and your fingers through my hair when I wanted you to stay with me. Who knew you'd be leaving me for? Buried my brother, I buried my lover, I buried my head in my hands. And you said all of my burdens are too much to bear, and your fingers through my hair when I wanted you to stay with me. Who knew you'd be leaving me for dead?
You're wrapping up a bit of a tour.
Mm-hmm. Like a 7-show tour with this band from LA called Family of the Year. Which was really fun. We just finished in Winnipeg, I guess 2 nights ago. And we started in Victoria with them. It was really, really fun, good time. Right before that, we did the Juno Fest stuff in Regina, and that's kind of been our last like 10 days, I suppose. Which is also pretty cool. We drove way too much.
7,000 kilometers
in 10 days.
In 10 days for 7 shows.
And had you been to the Junos before, and or anything like the Junos? What did you think?
Well, with the part we were mostly involved with was the festival side of it. We didn't stick around for the actual televised part because we had to drive to Victoria. But yeah, I mean, it was cool. It was similar to like your like North by Northeast and CMW, and it was like it's like an industry kind of shaker
but it was pretty legitimate. Like everyone's in town for it. We played with some really rad bands. You learn really quick that, I mean, this whole Canadian music industry is like, it's like an extended family, you know. A lot of people refer to it as like some kind of private club, but I mean, if you're out and touring and playing and meeting bands, and yeah, those connections are so key because everyone's trying to do it together, you know, like, and everyone's trying to help out, and so yeah, we've like we really enjoy it, and it's been a big part of our like success or whatever, right time, right place kind of stuff. So when you're at a place like the Junos where, you know, everyone in the industry is out at your shows, it's just, it opens up like so many doors, you know. If you play well, the people that are coming up and saying good job, like, happen to be in positions that they can really help you.
You've been doing it for a while. And I imagine starting off, like everyone in the creative industries, it's initially just for the love of it, and at a certain point, you have to infuse it with some business. Mm-hmm. Does that hinder the process at all?
It's really behind the scenes, and I've kept it that way. And we all kind of, it's not the forefront of what we're doing. It's not. I mean, I've gotten pretty like heavy into like strategy and thinking forward in like kind of. Organic. That word's been killed lately, but natural, kind of an authentic way of incorporating
more expensive milk.
Yeah.
The business can run around.
Yeah.
For a little while.
But yeah, I mean, bringing it into the picture without it being the center of anything, you know, like, so you go play a showcase. It's to play the music, it's to travel, it's to make friends, it's to bond as a band, it's to kind of get like road tested, you know. But at the same time, if you leave that showcase without attempting to connect with anybody, you're shooting yourself in the foot. And so it's like feeling out just like proper ways of doing it, you know, like keeping an ear to different, like with me it's straight synchronicities and coincidence. You know, if I hear someone's name 3 times and then I'm in a room and that person's in the room, I'm just like, all right, hey, I heard your name 3 times. I'm Reuben, you know, like, and then something will come from it, like consistently that's been happening. With all the stuff that we've got, it's just these funny things. And I mean, if you're really putting it, it's like kind of a universal kind of experiment, you know, where you kind of make yourself available, and that becomes a professional approach to it in a strange way. You know, it's like you're building a business, but you're building it based on like intuition and like vibes, you know, of like the people you meet. You really hit it off. You're like, okay, I don't know how we're gonna work together, but I think we are. So let's just keep in touch, you know. And if you're not, and if you don't get a good feeling about something, just walk away from it, because we've had experience with both, like success and failure, you know. And I think the more successful we become, the more we're gonna fail in other you know, pursuits. Yeah. It's kind of just how it seems to be. You are the rain, and I am the last thing that you touched. Well, I know a blue sky if you feel like letting up. The tenderness you tucked away, you talk about what they might say.
Why have I found your following? You are autumn now, the leaves are brown, you borrowed from the spring. And stay down, you are safe if you are hurt. And stay down, you are safe if you are hurt. And chasing a lullaby, you are the ocean's empty eyes. And when the tides turned away, you pull back, you wanna stay. Stay down, you are safe if you are hurt. And stay down, you are safe if you are hurt.
Yeah, I think
that felt not bad.
Felt all right.
Yeah. This one? With the F in there? Yeah.
Yeah.
That last one before that was the first time I've ever held in a sneeze in my life.
Oh, how was it?
It was really bad.
I hear it's a really horrible
Do we have
thing to
audio
do.
of that
Rise
and
of
footage?
Bloodshot.
Oh man,
It's
really?
no.
I could imagine. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, I've been told never do that.
It's awful. No.
Like things explode.
Yeah,
into-
yeah. Just like the heel blows out on your shoe.
Yeah.
Just a black spot under your shoe on the carpet.
4 records in, almost. It sounds like you're not the type of band to forego the stuff that you've done previously. You bring it out whenever you feel like it's right.
It's like a kind of a risk too. I mean, like that's like you just hope that there's some kind of consistency in the songwriting, I guess, or some kind of like other entity that kind of weaves itself through all the songs and all the albums. A lot of bands just go and tour one album. You know, you make a new album, you tour it, you sell it, you take a break, write another one, record it, tour it, sell it. Like with that, I mean, maybe we'll do that.
I think we get a little
for this
bored
next
too.
one.
You know, it's nice revisiting songs that we were stoked about a year ago, and then it's like, oh yeah.
It's a part of it
Let's
too.
play
It's
that.
not about it's not about the audience. Like we're not putting on a show for people, you know. We're kind of we're playing to keep ourselves like satisfied. So I think playing the same thing over and over and over might be the same to a different audience every night, but to us, yeah. Like even when we tour, we switch up the set list from night to night to night, which we're talking about maybe not being a good idea.
I think it's
we just throw in songs we haven't
Yeah.
played in 5 years.
It's-
We're like, oh, we
it's,
should play that song tonight.
It's a matter of dynamic too, though, and that's the nice thing about revisiting like the first records, because we have kind of progressed as a band from the original solo record that Reuben did to the place that we're at now. And it's nice to have that dynamic where we can go play a bar show and play more of an upbeat, rocky kind of set, but then also be going to Moose Jaw and Regina and playing theaters and really just taking everything down and being able to pull those kind of old songs out of the repertoire. You know, it's nice to have those moments when you don't have to necessarily play the exact same thing every time, just because that's what
adapt
we're
to
doing.
the room.
Yeah, exactly.
And we still haven't figured out how we're going to be playing the songs that are on this new record. We play them different night to night, just changing parts and adding things and taking things off, and I think that is okay, you know, because songs the way they exist on an album aren't as definitive as they seem. You know, I'm always kind of like concerned with how when someone's like, oh, I really like this song. I always just think, okay, cool. So you like that song that we recorded in that one studio on that one day of our lives where it sounded that one way. That's not the song, you know. That's just that thing. You like that thing, you know. Like the song is the way that we play it whenever we play it, and it's like it evolves. It's like a baby, you know.
Growing child.
Yeah,
that's beautiful. That's beautiful, guys.
But really, you know, like that. And so that I think that if we don't stick to that formula, like that we've created ourselves, like if we can kind of have like wider parameters on it where we can change things up, you know, I think that it's almost takes the edge off. Like I think that's almost like something I want to do in the future, is like have it so our songs aren't just like one way. Like people understand that we play it different all the time, and that, you know, buy this record because it sounds pretty cool on the record, but it might sound completely different if we play it live. And to kind of take the edge off, like giving someone one recording and being like, this is it, this is the song, you know, it's hard to achieve that, to feel that good about a recording too.
You walked me out of your heart, but I can't find my way out. This winter's widow was my lover and my stranger. Swore I'd never try to run, hurried through my heartache. Well, in a letter I once was married in a garden. So my heart has been pouring down. Well, I let the wind ride to the flame. Why do you wait for me, babe? Why do you wait for me, baby? Why do you wait for me, babe? And why do you wait for me, baby? Why do you wait for me, babe? Why do you wait for me, baby? Why do you wait for me, babe? Why do you wait for me, baby? Well, there's a better way to pass time. Well, in the bitter cold, my hands, my face. Well, I said I'm sorry and you smiled. Well, it is bitter sweet, my love, my faith. Why do you wait for me, babe? Why do you wait for me, baby? Why do you wait for me, babe? Why do you wait for me, babe?
sing, talk, play, live sessions at CJSW. I've been your host, Rami Yazdi. Stay tuned for more music to come. And don't forget, if you like what you heard, you might want to support these artists by buying their music, or better yet, going to see them live in concert and take some friends.
The truth is I've tried to be the only thing on your mind, and I'm trying to change, but you cut like a cold shoulder blade. Hide your love inside my head.